one of the points of the video cast is to prove that Huntsville has good local music. All right, and to that we have Reeves, Matt, and Nick here from Dead Nerves, local Huntsville band. Guys, thanks for coming in. I really appreciate you talking to me here today.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, so a couple months ago, I went to the Copper Top to see a friend of a friend's band play, and I saw you guys play and were blown away. Thought you guys were great. And by the way, if you haven't been to Copper Top, and this is for everybody out there, or haven't heard of Copper Top, it's a little dive bar, but they're putting on great local shows, and I've been to a handful of them in the last year. So check them out on Facebook. I think their handle is Copper Top Dive and Dine, I think is what they call it, because there's probably other Copper Tops on there on Facebook. But they put their shows out there, so check their site out and support local music and get out there and see those bands play. So speaking of which, last night I came out to Copper Top, saw you guys play again. Again, great show. And something funny happened. Well, not funny, but I thought was kind of nice. Is that it seemed like you were done with your set, and then the audience started saying one more song and like encouraging you guys to play like an encore, and you did. And I thought that was great. And I was wondering has that happened before? Was that the first time that happened, where you had the audience kind of promoting an encore performance there?
I think it's happened once before.
Is that right? Well, that's got to feel nice then when you get that kind of feedback.
Don't feel modest. I mean,
it's happened one other time.
Okay,
but
well, there you go.
Yeah, it's a strange experience because we named the band Dead Nerves, and we were thinking, okay, so this is going to be like real sort of introspective music that's focused on the sort of alienated situation of the 20-something or whatever.
Right.
But then you get up there and people are asking for encores, and it's tough not to smile, really. It would betray the character, but it's a really nice feeling.
Right. So you guys can get your music, or people can get your music on a couple different places. So Vertical House Records here in town at Low Mill, they have your cassette, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But also on Bandcamp. Bandcamp is great because a lot of bands are able to put their music out there and really promote themselves cheaply, and then people can go on there and download it cheaply, which I did. So your EP, your newest EP, Blood on My Tie, is what I downloaded. 5 songs. They're great songs. I think I got it for $3 or $4, and it's on my playlist now. I've been listening for a couple weeks now, so it's great. So I wanted to see if you guys want to talk about some of the influences you have for that particular EP, and then maybe some of the messaging behind those songs.
Yeah.
Oh, I think we were definitely listening to a lot of like Pixies, Modest Mouse.
Sure, Frank Black.
Yeah.
Sure.
And that's been good too, like to see it evolve over the course of like writing the songs and playing them and like finding that sweet spot.
Right.
And
I think it's this kind of thing where you're taking lyrical contents that's somewhat darker than the musical content and sort of melding them together.
Right,
so you're having a relatively poppy sort of situation with the melody combined with something that's dissonant lyrically, but I think it also melds really well into a consistent product.
Exactly. So another question I have, of course, and I said we'd circle back to it, is not only can you download the EP, which I did, you can also buy the cassette, which I did and got mailed to me. So I have it here. And I wanted to kind of talk to you about the decision of putting the EP on a cassette tape. And my thought was it's either one of two things, and you can correct me if it's the other way around. But it's either a novelty just for this particular EP, or is there some type of kind of resurgence of people getting back to their tape collections? Are we seeing, or a mixture of both? So I wanted to get your feeling on that.
It's coming back on the wave of vinyl.
Right.
And for us releasing it, I think the big feature was something that's affordable and small, but that also is a physical artifact, so that there's something left remaining.
Sure.
Because you never know how long.
Because if you download it to your iTunes, that's all you got.
And it's not just digital; it's something you can hold and
Plus, the cassette was red, which went along with the theme of the title of the EP. So that worked out pretty good. All right. So I want to also talk to you about what are some other bands here in town. This video cast is about promoting local music and stuff. So are there other bands that you guys think that people should definitely check out? They don't have to be local. They could be bands that roll through here on an ongoing basis that people should definitely go see. And then maybe talk about some of the other venues besides Copper Top that you think are good that people need to go out and check out.
Yeah.
Well, definitely Nightmare Boys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably the best band in Huntsville at the moment.
All right.
Stell's Grave, really good.
And they're local as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's out of Huntsville.
Yeah, the band we played with last night from Tuscaloosa, Nympho
Right.
Knife, is really nice. I like the sound, or the scene right now in town has a cohesion, I think, in the sense that it's fairly raw, focused rock and roll, I guess.
Sure.
A lot of Stooges type mold stuff, so very viscerally, accessible. Outside of Copper Top, the Vertical House Records is a great small venue.
Right.
I wish they put on shows more often, but whenever they do, they're great.
And I'm having Ashley and Andy come in tomorrow, and we're going to talk about the music scene. And I'm actually going to bring up the cassette tape things to see if we have some more ammunition to see that some of these things are coming back. So I'm going to have them in here, and we're going to talk a little bit about it as well.
Excellent, yeah.
All right, so today you're going to play us a couple songs. So I'm really excited to have you guys here. What's the first song you're going to play for us?
It's a brand new one, actually. It's called Purgatory.
All right, let's do it. All right, everybody, Dead Nerves. job, guys. That was Reeves, Matt, and Nick from Dead Nerves. You guys can catch them on their Facebook page. Go to Vertical House Records and get their cassette. And also on Bandcamp, deadnerves.bandcamp.com. Off their EP, Blood on My Tie, this is the song Lover. Once again, Dead Nerves.